welcome back to my channel. My name is RebekahEller and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be not a one brand, but I am aiming at using one brand, but I don't have everything of it. So there's no point in me saying this is a one brand tutorial because you'll all go, you've used loads that you haven't actually got. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed last week's one brand tutorial with NYX. So this week's one is going to be with Nip Fab. Now I didn't actually realise that Nip Fab had a makeup range. I thought everything was skincare. But today I'm going to focus on the makeup. I've got a few breakouts at the moment, which I never get like on my face here, like on my cheek. I never usually get it there. It's usually my chin or my lip or right here. So the first thing I'm going to start off with, these are the Nip Fab Glycolic Fix Daily Cleansing Pads. So these are exactly what they say. They come in little pads. I don't actually know, does every brand still do this? I remember I used to have a Clearasil one when I was younger, when I was really spotty, but these are just so refreshing. I have just got out of the shower, so I haven't actually done anything to my skin yet. So this will get rid of the mascara. I always remember though, if you go way too close to your eye, you're going to burn your eye out basically. But you know, like the feeling of the stinging makes you feel like it's working, sort of thing. And it's done its job. So it's getting off more dirt, I guess, or any leftover makeup. So the next thing I'm going to do is go into foundation. I'm actually going to put something on my skin, but I'm trying to think what I want to use. I think I actually want to use the Nivea Men Sensitive Balm after you shave balm. So yeah, I haven't used this in a while, but the smell of the pads I've just used, because it's quite strong, has just reminded me of this. Okay, just let that sink in for a moment. Don't just whack it all on once. Whilst it's drying, I'm just going to show you the foundations that I've been sent. So it's good how they've sent them to me as well. They're showing the range of colours, how you can mix dark with light, etc. So it can suit everyone's skin tone. So we've got this one. This is what they come as. And I'm guessing they're like drops, so I'm guessing it's really thin. Average packaging. It goes with everything else. They have their classic Nip Fab logo on there. So that's nothing special. There's 30 mils, which is your average. I think it's like 30 to 35 you usually get. And then I've got these two as well, which are brilliant. So we've got one that is really dark and one that is basically white. So if you need to mix, you need to go darker, add a drop of that in maybe. If you need to go lighter, but the white, and I know the white is one that a lot of people want. Not many places do them, a lot more are starting to now. So those are the foundations. And now what I'm going to use first, this is now setting. These are the Nip Fab correctors, colour correctors, and I've got the 4 shades here. I'm going to start off with the orange one because that's the one I use the most under my eyes. Nice little brush that it has there. Whoa, that's coming out. And then I'm going to use the green corrector, which goes obviously around redness, anywhere. If you've got spots, this is perfect. So I get mine mainly around my nose. And these are they're not as thick as the LA Girl ones. So I'm going to leave it to set a bit before I start buffing it in. What's going on with all these spots lately? And then we have a yellow and we have a purple. I will be using probably the yellow for possibly for concealer, depending on how yellow it is. Because it does say colour corrector, but the purple I use for brightening. I barely ever use purple, but just for the purpose of this video I'm going to use it. I'm just thinking, where would I want it to be a bit brighter? Probably my cheekbone area. So that's all I'm going to use at the moment. I'm going to get a sponge and I'm just going to tap that, just, you know, dab, don't move it about. Don't want it to go too far. Start off with one colour at a time. Yeah, all of this is dried. And then the main bit, which is the orange underneath. I really, really like this orange. If you had really dark circles, you can keep layering it up, but that's enough for me. And now I'm going to go into the foundation. So this shade is, I think it's 25. Let me look at the others. Yeah, so this is 25. This is actually called Dark Mixer and the other one is called Light Mixer. So I'm going to start off with 25 and this is the colour, and it's actually not as thin as I thought it was going to be. it's actually, I'd say about medium. It is moving down slowly, but I mean, it's not as drop-like as I thought. So I'm going to use the Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush, and then I'll probably go into a sponge. I'm just going to see. So that is slightly light. Do I want to go slightly darker? Actually, that looks like a good match, but I like to be slightly darker. You know what? I'm going to try the mixer, and I'm going to do probably 1 drop of this mixer. It is quite a cool tone though, that mixer, so it might not be right. No, I need more of a warm tone mixer. That's way too cool tone. I'll just stick with the foundation colour that I've got at the moment. But yeah, it's a bit hard when the brown is really cool toned. It just mixes into almost grey. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? So this foundation has surprisingly become full coverage. Well, not become, it probably was full coverage the whole time, but I mean, it was unexpected. I can't have that as a mixer really, because it's mainly grey. You need something more warm toned to mix with. Let's try that again, just with the 1 colour. Okay, so now that I've put that on, I look extremely pale because it's not my colour, it's too light, and the mixer is too cool toned. So I'm just going to use one of my, I'm going to mix in just a darker colour to go with it. This is from MAC. It's a very dark colour. The foundation overall, don't get me wrong, it's a really good foundation. It's full coverage, it has covered everything on my face, like you can see, just it's the wrong colour. So, as long as you get the right colour, everything will be fine. So this is what I do to warm up foundations. This is a warm tone, as you can see. But yeah, you can see how full coverage this foundation is. I'm really surprised by it. So I'm going to use my concealer as well. Now this skin literally looks flawless right now. Now I can go on to more Nip Fab. So this is the contour palette. They're very basic with what they say, which is a good thing. Well, it can be and it can't be. But contour palette, Nip Fab. Here we go. So we have, I'm going to use the middle colour, which is banana. They have porcelain, biscotti, latte, caramel, and ginger. That is a bright under eye. What is going on with my words? Under eye. Under eye. Okay, I'll just wipe it away. That, oh my god. That's a good banana. So now I'm gonna go into ginger. These are really pigmented, look at that. And then I need to bronze up as well. So I'm going to use Latte. So the next thing is my brows. I am going to use the Nip Fab eyeshadow palette. And it just has the names on the back. It seems like this may be #1 Sculpted eyeshadow palette maybe. But we've got a lot of colours, all of them are written on the back. I'm going to go for something, I think, peachy. Never know, so we'll go with whatever. But I need to do my brows, so I'm going to use the brown that's in there. There's a couple. I'm going to go from the lighter ones into the darker one that's down here. That is a good powder. They're really pigmented, really easy to get on. It's not messy at all, no fallout. I'm going to do the other one off camera and I'll be back in a sec. So this is what I've come up with. It's very, very easy, affordable, which is what we all like. And it's one of them looks where you can get away with it during the day. So say if you're just popping out, if you're going shopping, if you're going to a day event, a wedding, anything that's very light, fresh, this is what we got going. So I'm going to show you how I achieved it. So I start off with the colour Suede, and that literally is just going all over the base. I'm dragging it above the crease now, because it's also going to be part of the transition colour. So this is just all over peachiness. I'm then going to go into Nirvana, which is this one here, which is like a chocolatey brown. I'm going to go on the outside. I'm just using the same brush the whole way around. This is a Real Techniques base shadow brush, and then I'm going around the crease. I'm going to go into Small Peach. I then go into the highlights palette, and I took a mix between champagne and golden, and this is going to go in the corner as an inner highlight and brow bone. You see how much a bit of liner completely changes your eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a nude liner in my waterline. And then I'm going to use a black liner on top to really open them up. Doing your basic line. And then some mascara. Everything will be linked down below. Everything that is Nip Fab and everything that isn't Nip Fab. So here's basically the look done. We need some lashes though. And now I'm going to do lips first, I guess so. These are the two colours I have. Liquid matte lipsticks. One is in TOFFEE, the other is in Candy. Oh, this nude will go more with the Peachy. I think we're going to go with the nude one. Oh, that is so nice. This is TOFFEE. Very thin coverage, which is really good. Not too heavy for a lip product. That is such a nice colour. I'm going to go into the highlighters, and I'm thinking probably the one that I used on my brow bone. So between these two, champagne and golden. Honestly, I'm really happy with it. This is something I would actually wear out. I would 100%, I'm going to go through the things that I would 100% use again. I would 100% use the foundation if I had the right colour. You can see, look, how flawless is the coverage on my face. It isn't seeping into my pores. It's covered all of my spot areas. It just looks completely flawless. So I'm very happy with the foundation. It's just the colour. I'm not happy with the darkening one. It's way too cool tone. You can't even mix it to get darker. You're just going to get a very ashy grey colour, which won't even work for me. So the white I reckon would be really good, but obviously I haven't tried that because I don't need to go lighter. I will be using it. You're going to see this a lot more often. This is the contour palette, and the eyeshadow palette you will see again as well. This I would not, this is the highlight palette. I'm not slating the palette, but this isn't enough glow for me. It took a few layers, but if you want a nice subtle glow, voila. But that was just from them two colours. You can always use the other colours and they might be better. Very happy with the Correctors. The lip colour is amazing. If you enjoyed this video, then please thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you in my next video. Bye!